go ahead, guys. Thank you.
All right, they have started. Give me a second, I'll get this scoreboard corrected. Nice. Left nice shape on the 9 ball there. All right, this is the silver division, Scotch doubles, 8 ball, race to 4, BCA World Championships 2020, brought to you by Bad Boys TV, sponsored by Bird Shopping Network, Lipman Lights, OBQs. This is Mike D. He's taking the 10 ball to the bottom left corner. Tough shot, but he doesn't have any other options. Oh, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. Excuse me while I share this a bit. Oh, good shot if that left on the 7 almost. That was a good shot. Yeah, no, he's got some decent options. One in the side, I would think. Oh, excuse me, that's the 4 ball. Okay, then yeah, he's got to take that 4 ball. Oh, nice shot. So 2 on the side. I don't think the 8 goes to either corner pocket. The only shot I can really see is banking it to the bottom right-hand corner. But they don't seem crazy concerned about it, so I'm going to assume I'm wrong. Brutal. Boy, you're going to really want to play it safe here if you can. But it looks like she's trying to combo in the side pocket. Oh, well, that ended up pretty safe, honestly. How do you complain about that? Yeah, I don't think they got the bank there. All right, he's just playing it safe. Nice, but he freed that 2 ball up to go. Yeah, he didn't. He wanted to get, I would imagine he wanted to get a little lower on that 14, but still be on the rail, so he's playing it safe on at least 2 balls. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Thanks for joining us, man. Boy, you got to hit this right. That was good. I thought he was going to slam it, and that's when that really gets dangerous. He shot that really, really smart and conservative, and that is the way to do it. The average Fargo ratings, the woman shooting now, Dailey and Larsen, their average, their team is 495. The other team average is 492. Yeah, Dailey and Larsen are 990 Fargo total. McDougle and Liao are 983 total. Just come up by the side pocket. It's hard to say what he's going to do. It's a pretty full swing. He slowed it down, though. All right, so the 8 goes in that corner. He was hoping for shape on that corner. This is definitely a makeable shot. This is definitely a makeable right in the corner pocket shot. All right, looks like she's banking it, folks. Oh, no, I was wrong. Okay, well, good. I'm glad that she didn't bank it because I don't think that was the right shot. The only thing I like here is to slow roll and hit that 2 ball kind of in the nose and bounce the 8 ball down. And even then, you're going to leave your opponent a pretty easy 1 rail kick into the 8 ball into the corner. But it's really all I can think of right now. Calling it? Well, I guess you might as well call it. It could go off the rail off the 8. Maybe with a double kiss on that key ball for an extra push. Yeah, but see, here's the problem with, that's why the slow roll was good, because at least the other way, they probably are going to end up with an easy kick on the 8 ball, but at least they got to kick it. 1-0. Race to 4. These are short races. How does one volunteer for commentating to stream? I would say contact Rick Jones, a bad boy. Send him a message. All right, second ball break here. Little clumpy. It was a good shot. It didn't really lead to anywhere, but to be fair, I'm not sure that's anybody's fault. There's just not a lot for this rack to do. He might have an 11-9 combo. But this is quickly going to be one of those situations where you're just killing your own soldiers, and there's no point. You might as well start blocking pockets. Yeah, I think it's possible to pick this rack apart because the 13 goes up in the top right-hand corner. And there's some other little options, but man, I mean, you better get to doing it, or you better just start blocking pockets. All right, well, that almost blocked a pocket. Oh, of course, Kevin. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, and he's actually pretty accessible on Messenger. He's used to people kind of out of the blue talking to him. Nice. She almost got a little pop out breakout on that 5 ball, just not quite. I believe he's going to be able to. I wish I knew their first names. I'm sorry. I think he's going to be able to draw. All right, well, I think he could have drawn back. Yeah, that was a little wrong angle. Yeah, he's pointing to it. He wanted to draw back into that 5. That would have been the move. And this is where I probably become fatalistic playing 8 ball. Unless you have a plan for the 5, don't go any farther. Just leave it in the jaws and leave them tough. Yeah, that was a decent try. But again, you're quickly running out of time. Oh, Thayer, McDougal. Okay, Thayer, McDougal, and Jonah. I got you. Thank you. Yeah, I would like to slow roll that 12 ball so it's close to a pocket and miss on purpose, obviously, and hook them on the 4 because it goes. But let him shoot the 5. Let him bang that away. Let him break out balls where you have the 15 and the 12 close to a pocket. That's smart too. I like that. I just mentioned the 12 because it's not already a duck. That ball was already a duck. But what she did was safe. Had she gone for the 12, maybe she would have left him a shot on the 4 ball, and that would have ruined the whole point of what we're talking about here. So it's good to know where you're at, know what you feel safest doing. She knew that couldn't be screwed up, so I respect that. Thank you, Stephen Fair. I appreciate it. You too, my friend. Yeah, so this is tough action here. Kicking at the 4 ball, I believe. Oh, she didn't have to kick at it. She could straight hit it. Yeah, and then here's the point of playing that 8 ball strategy that they did and playing smart is now they have a run out rack. Their only problem is the 12 ball. So now would be a good time to really be thinking about where are we going to pocket that 12 ball? What pocket? Literally, what pocket do we want to get that into? I'm a fan of side pockets in that situation because I see a couple pockets, a couple corners it doesn't go into. So I'd like to get below the 12 to put it in one of those sides. Yeah, yeah, so it's me. I'm trying to cut that ball, that 15, into the bottom right hand corner pocket and bring the cue ball up by where he's standing for 12 in the side. And avoid the side pocket hitting the points. But he's going to bank it. That's a good bank stroke. Nice and straight. Well, that he got a decent little roll out of that, didn't he? I can't tell if the 5 goes or not. It looks like maybe it does. Mm. Oh, that was a good shot. Now, I believe, man, I'll tell you what, the 4 and the 8 look really similar. So okay, so the 4 is over there. I don't know I'm not sure what the plan is here. Is she just bouncing on, is she just playing safe? No. Oh, that went. Wow, that was deceiving to look at on the monitor. She overcut that, so it super went, if that's a thing. Okay, so now they got ball in hand. Yeah, if it's me, I'm putting the 10 ball into the right-hand side pocket with the stop shot, leaving the cue ball right about where the 10 is for dead straight on the 15, or almost, with a little bit of angle, and then 8 in the side on the left-hand side. We'll see what they end up doing. There's a little pull back. You want to make sure to leave that little bit of angle. Sometimes, especially in Scotch, boy, I have a thing where I love to leave my partner dead straight because I was trying to do him a favor. Meanwhile, they go up to the table and they're wishing they had a little bit of angle. Try to be a champion, turn into a chump. That was nice. Good drift. He drifted that really nice. Well done. So that is 1-1. It's been a good match. They're not using the template rack. They're using the regular rack. Everybody's got their own preferences. I'm always interested in the time that it will take. Is this going to take him longer to rack trying to get it perfect than it would the template rack? That is one of my main complaints about not using a template rack. Is it's like, oh, my back hurts. I'm tired of trying to get this dead tight. Okay, well, apparently those are all dead tight. If I sound skeptical, it's because I might be. Head ball break. Oh, dry break. That's rough. Good spread makes it rougher. Yeah. I don't like anything if I'm the cue ball. I don't see anything super makeable. 7 in the side pocket, 12 in the side pocket. That's the side pocket on the left-hand corner of the screen or side of the screen. Ooh, he might have a window to the 5 ball on the bottom right-hand corner or bottom left-hand corner. I'm probably cutting the 7. That's what I would feel most confident with. Okay, so he did have the window on the 5 ball. Oh, no, that's interesting. Does the 2 go? And they blocked the 4. Or not, the 4 ball got blocked. Maybe that's a less blamey way to say it. But the 4 no longer goes. I know that. Bummer. Kevin, I think templates is the way to go for 9 and 10, but 8 ball not so much. Yeah, a lot of people agree with you. I know Stan Tarango, Bustamante, Corey Duell, all those guys definitely agree with you. Yeah, and I think there's something to be said for that. I guess to be perfectly frank, I'm not using the template rack anymore for 8 ball, but that is because Stan Tarango doesn't, and he keeps beating me. So I'm trying to steal it from him. I don't know why he doesn't use the template rack, but he doesn't, and he beats me. So. But I do get annoyed trying to get those balls wired. Makes me miss it. All right, combo in this. They're in a pretty powerful position because of that ball in front of the 4 ball. Stripes is the way to be right now. Yeah, even with missing that, that stripe's sitting in the jaws now. The 4 don't go. Yeah, well, Diamond puts out good products, Kevin. I'm a fan of Diamond and Predator. And OB's making a comeback right now. Mark Griffin just bought them. Got some interesting things coming up. So he's doing the combo here, stripe to stripe. Oh, brutal. They have the advantage of stripes, but they're going to need to take advantage of that because pretty soon they're going to figure out to move the 4 ball or be able to move the 4 ball. You also don't have a problem with where the 2 is in front of the 9. Okay, well, I when the rack looks like this, sometimes I'm never sure if missing and leaving the ball in the jaws is awful. Stripes has the 9 ball they're worried about. Solids has the 4 ball they're worried about. I'm not sure anybody's getting ready to run out. Jawing up some balls sometimes can be the best thing to happen. Yeah, they're not. They can get the 9 if they get the exact right shape on the 11 because they can go off the rail into the 2 or just off the 2 to move it, or they can just get dead straight on the 11 and follow it with top. From the angle that he's at right now, actually, which is very far away from the 11, so I wouldn't suggest doing it. But if he could get straight like that, he could just use top middle and follow it and maybe cut that 9 into the free corner on the left. And when they get to it, it's definitely going to be touchy. It doesn't look like they're getting to it now. I think she wants to take that, let's call it the 12 ball in the side pocket. It might be the 10. That was a great shot. All right, now this is a decent angle. I don't know what they're going to do, but now is the time to do it. If you want to go into the rail, into the 2, or just straight off the 2 more likely, now's the time. Or just follow for leaving the cut in the open pocket. This is tough. If it's me, I'm doing this at medium speed top right, and I'm hoping I hit the 1 ball. Yeah, well, I know she's not thrilled with that, but you didn't have a ton of other better options. It just is what it is. He's going to have to go 1 rail into that 15. I would, right where he's standing, I'd be aiming about there. I would go that direction and come down at it. Yeah. On these, especially with the diamond, top center, don't put any English. This diamond will take that English and just multiply it. I would say you got a little English on that, actually, but it was a great hit, and that's going to count. You just don't want to get ball in hand. And in Scotch, even giving somebody a relatively easy rack to run out, that doesn't mean they're running out. It's Scotch. Anything can happen. The singles 9 ball on here, yeah, I hear you. I think we're doing Scotch and singles 9 ball today. I think we're just trying to get a variety, and it would be my most honest answer, and I don't really know any more than that. They hand me the sheet, and I start typing in the names. I do know it's important in an event like this that we get all skill levels and all events, and that not everyone always agrees with that. But this is not ESPN. No offense to anybody, but this is a lot of friends and family and loved ones, and people want to see their people, and that's what we're doing. I like top with a little bit of left and go down to the bottom rail and come back up for the 4 ball. and then kind of stop shot, pull back on the 4 for the shot and the 1 in the side. Let's see what she ends up doing. Okay, so that's a little cross in the tee the way she went. That's why I like going into the bottom rail and then back out, just because instead of crossing the tee, you're coming into the angle. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, watch some Tori Lowry videos. That worked out pretty good. If it was set up a little differently, you'd want to do a 15-4 combo, hooking them on their 1 ball. The way it's set up, though, I'm afraid if she does a 15-4 combo, she's not going to be able to hook them. She still may need to do that, though. Or some version of that. I don't know. You sure hate to leave that 4 ball sitting in front of the 15. I mean, what's the point of, you got to do something. Can players communicate before each shot? Yes. Yeah, I'm going to go with yes. They changed that a while ago. Communication is legal. You cannot approach the table. I guess the person whose turn it's not cannot get up out of their seat and come approach the table to look at the table or touch the table or anything like that. They have to stay behind the table that they're sitting at, if that makes sense. But the player who's shooting can stop at any time and go get a consult. There's no limit, and there's no time limit, is my understanding. Within reason, obviously. You take an hour and a half, somebody's going to have a problem. You can also, not that I suggest it, but if you're sitting, you could yell to your opponent, "Hey, stop, come here, I want to talk to you." That was good. That was good. Now, the 4 is still in the way, but, this is a situation where you're living to fight another day. They got through that inning and didn't give it away. They left them impossible, so you get points for that. There's a trick masse shot where you send that cue ball out and then spin it right back into that 4 ball. I don't think that's a shot to play here, but it's a shot. I guess realistically, I am hitting the left side of the 4 ball and then cue ball into the rail and the 4 ball bouncing off the rail a little bit. And I'm hoping to hook them on their 15 ball and leave them so they can see the 14, but so they don't like it. So she is not doing my idea. Then there's no offense taken. Now that has its advantages. This could work out. This is a Hail Mary, but I think it would work if he makes it. I think he's going to kick that 15 out of there. He's got a nice straight stroke. Hey, that was a good idea. It's a good attempt. It was a good straight stroke too. All right, he's going to pull this out between the 15 and the 14. A little harder would have probably been optimal for shaping the side that's a little straighter. He's jumping up and down. He's definitely probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. But she's sitting nice. She can make that 1 ball, send the cue ball up to the top short rail with a little bit of top right, I like. And it'll spin off that top rail into the long rail and then out again and leave the cue ball kind of mid-table. Medium stroke and let that cue ball float. Don't punch it. But you want a full backswing and a full follow through too. Okay, she's using left. Okay. Oh, well, that was a great shot on the side. And scratching in the side pocket like that is always a level of fluky. There's a level of bad luck to that. I mean, on the one hand, the side pocket's been there since you woke up this morning, but on the other, it going at that angle, you just don't really expect it to drop. Okay. So I would take the 12 first and leave the cue ball about a ball revolution below the 12 towards the bottom left-hand corner pocket for shape on the 14, but angle on the 14. So after I made it in the bottom right-hand corner, I had angle for the cue ball to bounce up and just barely get above the spot where you'd rack for perfect shape on the 8. Now, when I say that's what I do, I mean, in a perfect world where I don't screw up. Oh, you hate to take ball in hand stretching out like that. Yeah, you lose some accuracy. But listen, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's perfect. Seriously. And again, like I was saying earlier, I love to leave my opponent, my partner, straight in, thinking I'm a champion, and they hate it. So this is perfect. Leave some angle. He just gets up nice and easy. Good shot. Good shot. Well, I like her odds on this shot. Nice. So 2-1, race to 4. Silver Scotch, race to 4, 8 ball. 2020 BCA World Championships. It's a Jamaican team here. The stream is brought to you by Bad Boys TV, Lipman Lights, Beard Shopping Network, OBQs, BCA Pool League, USA Pool League. Man. Hey, Summerfield, are you still winning? Summerfield is making me so jealous that I don't even want to talk about it. I was out in 3. Summerfield, I think he plays for 3rd place next. No, I'm just kidding, but he's doing very well in the tournament. I thought I did good, but apparently not so much. Summerfield's tearing it through. They did an article on him so far. He's been interviewed twice. He printed it himself. He said, but seriously, on the real, Summerfield is doing good in 9-ball singles. You are five matches in, Summerfield. 5 rounds in, 4 rounds in. I exaggerate. That's how I do. Your next round, will it be the 5th? Then I'm right. Deal with it. That's how I do it, right? Another argument won. All right, it's a good break, good spread. 14 in the side is an option. The 1 I feel awkward about, stretching out over balls. I just don't like. Yeah. 10's a little ducky, though. I'd take that 14, I think. When I say ducky, I guess I mean that the 10 could be taken at lots of times. The 14 was a little trickier. But to each their own. Okay, so I think the 15 cuts into the side pocket. The CSI stream is supposed to start. I don't know. It might say on the CSI website or Facebook page. I'm sorry. They got a good free stream going on, that's for sure, though. A lot of good free streams going on these days. It's hard to get through a weekend anymore without getting stuck to your phone or your tablet, watching somebody's free stream from somewhere. Oh, good shot. That was a big shot right there. Yeah, nice shape. Yeah, that 8 ball goes in the side pocket. She's just got to figure out the shape on the 9 and how to get on the 8. Nice shot on the 1. So I think the 5 goes. I hate to say they're out because it's Scotch and Scotch tough, but those balls all go. And the 8 looks tough if you're not solids. And that's a nice position to be in, too. Nice. All right, so that's our 9 ball on the table, too, so you got to watch that. And he's trying to figure out if his beard matches the cloth. No, I'm just kidding. He's trying to see if the 5 goes in the side. Uh, yeah, it's just hard to know. Bangtime Pool, what part of the country are you from? I think he was trying to break out the 5 on that, and it just didn't work out. I believe she can take a nice medium, not slow roll, but just a little swing at the 2 ball straight in, and if she misses it, she'll leave the cue ball right about where the 2 is, down below it a little bit, which would leave them a bank, but not much more. I kind of like that move. We shall see. Yep, just like that. She followed a little much, but she also left him dead on the rail, tree topped on the 2 a little bit if he went that way, which he can't. But yeah, I mean that worked out just fine. Probably better than if you can see the chalk on the left hand that she's just picking up. I was thinking of putting the cue ball more there, which would be a straight in bank. So I would say Liao did the right move. I almost think you got to cut this 9 ball up top, because if you cut it up top and make it, the cue ball comes all the way to the other side of the table for natural shape on the 8. And I don't, and the side, it bobbles like that, and you don't quite get the same movement on the cue ball as you see where it ended up. She had to hit it so hard to even get it there that it made it bobbly. And I know the shot on the corner was more difficult, but it's kind of like drawing a card for an inside straight. You're rolling the dice, for the big win. I'm not sure if they still have a five-ball problem or not. Okay, so the shot she did a minute ago, where she hit the ball and just followed that cue ball straight after it, if she can hit that too, just like that right now, and not trying to make it, but just hit it exactly straight and follow it, she'd end up hooking them on the 9-ball. And she just did it a second ago. I think she's got a good game. Just a nice straight stroke, no English, a little bit of top. Top means straight. Good speed, good angle, good for her. Nice shot. Oh, and she that's always an interesting strategy to put your ball next to their ball. And obviously, often ends up making it even more difficult for your opponent. I play a lot of Saratoga these days, and when I play safe on somebody, I'm often trying to keep my object ball by their object ball because it makes it more difficult for them to hook me, and it often ends up being another blocker ball. So he's just trying to get some contact out, imagine, and not do that. Brutal. Oh, you're from Florida, huh? In California for Kevin? Nice. Bang time pool. Is it dried out there, machinery wise, doing work, or is it still muddy? Is everything still slipping and sliding? Equipment wise. I'm not sure if he's trying to get the perfect breakout angle or the perfect angle for the 5 in the opposite side. I don't know. Okay, so breakout angle. I think that worked. I think that 5 now goes in the side, and that cue ball's going to go up table and then back down table and leave him a pretty easy shot in the 8-ball. She kind of needs to pretend the 9-ball's not there. The odds of getting hooked are pretty bad if she hits it nice medium speed. Just don't underhit it worried about the 9-ball. And she's going to want some left-hand English too. Okay. That left-hand English would help make it take a different angle so it didn't quite get as much distance like it did. That would have it going 2 rails when possible is often a good idea. And on that shot, trying to get that cue ball to go a second rail through English would have helped a lot, slowing it down. Oh man, that was a great try. Oh, that was a great try. Look at this. This is why pool will make you grit your teeth. Try looking at this 9-ball. If this is in your basement or at your buddy's house, you're going to pop this 9-ball in, no problem. Here at World Championships, to get you on the hill, this becomes this really bobbly looking shot. And if you rattle it at all, you're going to lose. Yeah, see how it goes. Yeah, some version of playing the 5 first, even if it was a hook, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Hey, nice. Wow. That was a great shot. Good for her. Yeah, that's that puts them on the hill. It's been a good match. Okay, well sometimes I score incorrectly. And these people look like they're done. Are they done? I'm going to go look and see nonchalantly. Yes, they are done. So, congratulations to them. Thank you for joining us. Bad Boys TV. This is Mike D. 2020 BCA World Championships. We'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for joining.